There was preserved in early Ireland a remarkable story of how the Irish came to their island. It is a tale that stretches over centuries, with waves of invasions by outsiders and brutal wars to possess its hills and fertile plains. It is a story of magic and monsters, of death and devastation, and of gods who seem almost human, and of heroes who fight like gods. Like almost all Irish stories, it was recorded by Christian monks. These scribes blended biblical tales and early Christian writings into the ancient pre-Christian mythology of their island. The result is a sweeping saga that begins with Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, and weaves its way through Irish mythical history until the gods are at last banished to the world of the underground, and the ancestors of the Irish rule over the land. The name of this work is the Book of Invasions, a pseudo-historical epic written down in its final form in the 12th century, but with tales woven into it composed by writers and storytellers of earlier centuries. The first hero in the saga is a young woman named Sacher, a granddaughter of Noah, who leads a band of a few dozen men and women to Ireland in a vain attempt to escape the coming flood. Years later, the Partholonians arrive, but they in turn die in a plague, save for a single man named Tuan, who survives for centuries to come by shape-shifting into various animals before being born again as a human in the days just before St. Patrick. The Partholonians are followed by the Nemedians, who battle the monstrous Fomorians before being driven from the island. The Fomorians, more human in form by this point, return and fight the Tuatha Dé They in a separate tale called the Second Battle of Magteraid, that is arguably one of the oldest and most mythologically rich stories from early Ireland. In this battle, the Tuatha Dé They are thinly disguised gods engaged in a primal war with the forces of chaos reminiscent of the Olympian gods fighting the Titans of Greek mythology. The sons of Mael from Spain are the final invaders of the island and the victors over the Tuatha Dé They, who, in time, become identified with the fairy folk of Ireland.